Hello friends, in this lesson we will talk about backdoor. In cybersecurity, a backdoor is a way to bypass an organization's security systems. Backdoors can be malware that bypasses authentication procedures to access a system. This can grant remote access to resources like file servers and databases, allowing attackers to update malware and issue system commands. Backdoors can also be applications that allow cybercriminals to access computers remotely. They can be installed in both software and hardware components. Backdoors play a crucial role in targeted attacks because they can be used to take control of affected systems, allowing attackers to steal credentials and establish connections without being found. With backdoors, attackers can perform the following techniques: port binding, connect back, connection availability abuse, legitimate platform abuse, common service protocol abuse, protocol port listening, custom DNS lookup use, and port reuse. Backdoor malware, commonly called a Trojan backdoor, is malicious software designed to create and exploit backdoors in systems. This type of malware is insidious, as it often disguises itself as legitimate software, tricking users into downloading and executing it. Once the malware gains access, it grants cybercriminals remote control over the infected system. This means attackers can siphon off sensitive information, launch further attacks, or even create a compromised system network, forming a powerful botnet. Backdoor malware can also deliver additional payloads, such as ransomware, spyware, or keyloggers, amplifying the potential damage. Various techniques used to implant backdoors in systems. Cybercriminals employ many techniques to implant backdoors in systems, often exploiting vulnerabilities in software, operating systems, or network configurations. Some common methods include exploiting software vulnerabilities. Hackers actively search for vulnerabilities in software and use them to gain access to a system. This underscores the importance of timely software updates and patches. Social engineering. Cybercriminals manipulate individuals through phishing emails, enticing them to click on malicious links or download infected attachments, thereby unknowingly installing backdoors. Watering hole attacks. Attackers compromise legitimate websites frequented by their target audience, injecting them with malicious code that installs backdoors when visited. Malicious software updates. Attackers can infiltrate the software update process, delivering compromised updates that carry backdoors to unsuspecting users. Potential damage caused by backdoor compromises. The consequences of a backdoor compromise can be catastrophic. Cybercriminals can engage in a range of malicious activities, including data theft. Backdoors provide unauthorized access to sensitive data, which can be stolen, sold, or exploited for financial gain. System manipulation. Attackers can manipulate systems, disrupt operations, or even cause physical damage in critical infrastructures. Espionage. Backdoors can be used to gather confidential information, such as trade secrets, intellectual property, or classified data. Ransom attacks. Cybercriminals may use backdoors to deploy ransomware, locking users out of their systems until a ransom is paid. Propagation of malware. Compromised systems can become part of a larger botnet to spread malware or launch distributed denial-of-service attacks. Let's talk about tools and strategies for identifying backdoors in systems. Identifying backdoors is a challenging endeavor, but various tools and strategies can aid in their detection. Security audits. Regular security audits can identify vulnerabilities that could be exploited for backdoor insertion. Network monitoring. Monitoring network traffic for suspicious activity can help detect unauthorized access and unusual data flows. Behavioral analysis. Analyzing system behavior for anomalies can expose hidden backdoors. Intrusion detection systems. IDS can flag unusual or unauthorized activities, indicating the presence of a potential backdoor. Types of backdoor attack. Backdoor attacks vary depending on the types of backdoors they use. We'll explore those different options now. Administrative backdoors. Lots of software developers include backdoors in their programs to give them easy administrative access to various areas of their own systems. Doing so can help them to troubleshoot user problems and fix vulnerabilities quickly. However, if these backdoors are discovered by cybercriminals, they can be used to launch cyber attacks. Malicious backdoors. A malicious backdoor is one created for a malicious purpose. This process may involve hackers installing backdoor malware through a targeted phishing email. For example, a bad actor might infect the device of a government employee with a backdoor Trojan, and then through the infected device they begin worming their way into whatever networks the employee has access to. If the hacker can eventually gain access to the code of an operating system, they can add backdoors to allow for easy access in the future. Accidental backdoors. Many backdoors are just the result of human error. When a developer leaves a weak point in their internet security systems, it can go undetected for a long time. If bad actors find the flaw first, they can use it as a backdoor to the operating system or application. Hardware backdoors. While most backdoor attacks involve hackers gaining remote access to networks and devices through software flaws, it's also possible to include hardware backdoors in the physical structure of a device. A good example is the Clipper chip that the NSA proposed. However, this approach is high risk for a cybercriminal because it requires physical access to a targeted device. Backdoors can be perfectly legal, provided they are coded into software by the developers for legitimate reasons and used safely. As we've covered, backdoors can be a normal part of administrative and troubleshooting processes. However, if a hacker finds or creates a backdoor and uses it to gain unauthorized access to a piece of software, they are breaking the law. That doesn't mean all hackers who go looking for backdoors are criminals, of course. Many white hat hackers work as penetration testers. These cybersecurity experts try to find accidental backdoors before the cybercriminals do so that the vulnerabilities can be patched. How to remove backdoors. While there are no silver bullets when it comes to completely removing malicious backdoors, here are a few steps you can take. Run anti-malware programs. A good anti-malware program will be able to find and remove potentially malicious software running on your system. It's best to have this software installed even if you're not the victim of a backdoor attack, of course. Perform a full system reset if you think a specific device or operating system contains malware that is creating a backdoor. However, if the backdoor is coded into the operating system itself, for example, if the hackers are just taking advantage of a pre-existing administrative backdoor, a system rest won't fix the problem. Manually remove malware. If the backdoor is the result of a piece of malware, you should be able to delete it manually. Some malware can be found easily or using the search function of some antivirus software. Once you've located the file in question, delete it and empty your trash bin. How is backdoor used by hackers? Based upon the technique used, the backdoor can empower hackers greatly and allow them to create worrisome nuisances like spyware. It is a dangerous malware type as its installation allows a hacker to record and monitor everything you do using the infected computer/device. Be it the website you visit or files you create, the hacker will have access to everything. Ransomware. Ransomware is the digital version of a real-world ransom threat and involves complete shutdown of the infected resources like system, server, and network till the asked ransom amount is paid. Generally, the ransom is asked in cryptocurrency to maintain secrecy.